The film Gladiator opens in 180 AD and tells the story of Roman general Maximus Decimus Meridius. After leading his army to victory in war, Maximus earns the loyalty and respect of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Realizing his advanced age, Aurelius begins considering his successor, and confides in Maximus his intentions to name him his heir, instead of his unfit son Commodus, so that Maximus can turn over power to the Roman Senate. When Commodus discovers this, he secretly murders his father and proclaims himself emperor, demanding that Maximus swear fealty. When Maximus refuses, he and his family are sentenced to death. After finding his murdered wife and child, a heartbroken Maximus buries them before being captured by slave traders and sold into gladiatorial service. As a gladiator, Maximus fights and wins many small tournaments, quickly earning a reputation due to his immense fighting skills. Throughout his many battles, he befriends fellow gladiator Juba, and they are mentored by their trainer Proximo, a former gladiator who encourages Maximus to play to the crowd and earn their support to in turn earn his freedom. In an attempt to win the public to his side, Commodus holds a massive gladiator tournament in Rome. Maximus begins fighting in the games wearing a helmet to obscure his identity from Commodus, and quickly rallies the support of the Roman people behind him. When Commodus asks Maximus to remove his helmet and show the crowd the face of their favorite champion, Maximus obliges, revealing himself and his desire to enact revenge on Commodus for killing his family. Despite Commodus's own desire to kill Maximus, he realizes the public would revolt, and is therefore forced to spare Maximus's life. In secret, Commodus plots to have Maximus killed in the gladiator games, forcing him to fight an undefeated warrior known as Tigris. Maximus defeats Tigris, and despite Commodus's demands that Maximus customarily execute his opponent, Maximus spares Tigris's life, winning him even more support from the Roman people. Some of Maximus's biggest supporters are his former lover and Commodus's sister Lucilla, and Lucilla's son Lucius. As Commodus does not yet have an heir, he tries to force his own sister Lucilla to give him a son, and attempts to mentor Lucius, much to Lucilla's ire. Lucius takes a strong interest in the gladiator games, and befriends the imprisoned Maximus, despite Commodus's objections. Maximus is then visited by his former servant Cicero, who reveals that Maximus's army is still loyal to him. Lucilla and the influential senator Gracchus offer their assistance in freeing Maximus and reuniting him with his army to overthrow Commodus and restore power to the Roman Senate. Unfortunately, Commodus discovers this plot as the escape is underway and threatens Lucius's life to force Lucilla into betraying the plan. Commodus's guards raid the gladiator barracks, but Proximo sacrifices himself to allow Maximus to escape. Unfortunately, as Maximus reaches Cicero, the guards arrive and capture him, while killing his loyal servant. Realizing he must take drastic measures to win back public support and quell Maximus's Roman devotion, Commodus personally challenges the gladiator to a public duel. Before the fight, the duplicitous Commodus stabs Maximus to give himself an advantage. Despite this, Maximus manages to publicly shame the Roman emperor and finally kill him once and for all. As Maximus succumbs to his injuries, he publicly calls for the gladiator slaves to be freed and for Rome's power to be transferred to the Senate. In the end, Maximus dies but joins his family in the afterlife and is lauded as a hero of Rome. His legacy lives on through his friend Juba, who is now a free man, and he buries figures of Maximus's wife and child in the Colosseum to honor the infamous gladiator.